Right, so continuing on our theme of data security, we're going to be looking at sharing within OneDrive. Now, the easiest way to get to your OneDrive is through the college website. So just click on sccb.ac.uk, go to My College, and then we can come down to Microsoft Office 365. On the left-hand side, we've got the links to all of the apps. So if we click on OneDrive, we then come into our OneDrive. Depending on when you started at the college, you might find that there's a folder called Shared with Everyone. Now this, as the name suggests, whatever you put in there shares it with everybody within the college. But that also includes students. This obviously isn't ideal, and in 2015 Microsoft actually removed this folder from people's OneDrive. So if you actually started with the college after 2015, you shouldn't have this folder. But for anyone that started with the college before then, I'm just going to show you how you can move the contents from that folder, and then we can actually delete that folder, because obviously we don't want to get into a situation where we're sharing important information with students. So if you do find that you've got this folder, and you should see a different date. Obviously I've just created this one now just for demonstrations, but you should see a date from August 2013 there, and you can see that it's shared. So if we open it up, we've got this particular file in here. This is a Word document, and this is shared, and because it's in the Shared with Everyone folder, this is shared with everybody throughout the college, so that obviously includes students. Now we don't want this. We want to actually move this file out of the Shared with Everyone folder. So we've selected it there, and then the three dots at the top here, we click on that and we click Move To. And then we're simply going to find somewhere that we want to move this to. So on my OneDrive, I'm going to find a folder, and I'm just going to put it in there, and I'm going to put it in this folder here. So I'm going to click Move Here. And there we go, that file has now been moved out of the Shared with Everyone folder. So there's nothing left in here. Obviously you do that with all of the files that you've got in the Shared with Everyone folder. If we now go back to My Files, what we can actually do now is find the Shared with Everyone, and we can actually delete this folder completely. So when we hit delete, that actually moves that folder into the recycle bin, and that is then deleted from our OneDrive, which means that you can't accidentally then put one of your files into the Shared with Everyone folder and accidentally share it with students. If we go to the folder that I put that document in, I moved the document into, so you can see here data handling, and we can now see that this is private. It's taken on the sharing from the folder that I put it into. So because this particular folder isn't shared with anybody, the file that I've put in there, this data handling, is now not shared with anybody. If we head over to the recycle bin, we can then see the Shared with Everyone folder there, and also anything else that you've recently deleted. If you wanted to permanently delete that folder, you can select it there and we can click delete. Now this is important as well. If we look into the recycle bin, we can also, if we select a file, we can also click on restore. So if you have accidentally deleted something from your OneDrive, it's not permanently gone until you actually delete it from the recycle bin. So you can select it and you can click on restore, and that will then restore that document to the original location.